to my channel. My name is T by Nature, and if you're new to my channel, please like, comment and subscribe. We really be appreciated. So this video today is about how I started my business, or how to start a business. Now, I am no expert when it comes to business. I've never studied business degree or anything. However, I do have a business which is very successful, I would say. It's not where I want it to be, but considering the short amount of time which I've started my business, it has become a success and I am generating money, income from it. So I've actually got my planner with me because I wanted to really give you an in-depth video. I wanted to make sure that I answer your questions and I'm giving you a clear vision of how to start a business and why. Now, before you think about starting a business, it's really important to think, do you actually want to start a business because you're passionate about something? Or is it because everyone else is starting a business? Now, I know you're probably listening to me and thinking, oh my gosh, T, what are you talking about? But let's be honest, during the lockdown, lots of people have started businesses, and it's really great to see that we're all coming along and we're all putting our craft on. However, a lot of people have gone into businesses for the wrong reasons. It's okay to make some money, like short money. That's more like a little craft. That's perfectly fine. But if you want to have an established business, you need to make sure that you're consistent and you don't just do it for quick money, because nothing is quick about running a business. You need to take your time, really invest into your business, and once everything is put in place and your business plan as well, then you should be able to generate a lot of money from your business, depending on the cost of your products or what service you're providing. Okay, so the first thing I would say is it's very, very important to be passionate about something. Now, I have a skincare and hair care business. Now, it's an organic, natural skincare and hair care business. In my previous videos, if you have a look on my channel, you could see why I started the business. I'm going to speak a little bit about it as well on this video. So I started the business because I've got very sensitive skin, and I was spending a lot of money in a number of stores, even online popular high street stores, for skincare products. It went from budget to premium, and it was really a waste of time. I have really dry hair and I just needed something to nourish it, and I just went to the casual black hair shops to get products for it, and I just found that it was more damaging my hair than growing it. So I took that step to think, you know what, during the lockdown I was quite bored, let me do something that is going to ensure that my skin and hair is taken care of. And you know what, it was just a hobby at first, and then I thought, you know what, why not make it a business? People were encouraging me and I encouraged myself, because you know what, I always thought I wanted a business. I knew I wanted a business. This is not the business I wanted, however, this is the business I got, and that's because I was passionate about it at the time, and I still am. So the business that I'm really been passionate about for years is with childcare. So I have a background in childcare, working in education, and that's where my passion definitely lies in. And one day I do want to build a centre for children with lots of training opportunities. I'll be talking about that in another video. I'm actually taking the steps to get towards that. But back to this video. So skincare and hair care has been always passionate to me because I have sensitive skin. My hair is quite dry, delicate, and I just wanted to make sure that I have a business that can cater for everyone. It's not, a lot of businesses, the target market is very narrow. You need to make sure that you're able to expand your business for all, cater for all. Don't narrow your searches, don't leave out other groups. It's very important that when you do start a business, everyone's able to get something from it, I would say, especially with being black myself. I do have a black owned business because I am the owner, I am black. However, my products are not just for black people. I mean, it's for everyone, all races, all cultures, everyone can have it. It is vegan friendly, it's suitable for people who are they eat meat, not into animal cruelty. It's perfectly fine. So I think always look at your target market. I think that's very important. And first of all, please be passionate. Don't have one of those shops that close because you decided that actually you don't want to do it anymore. I mean, things happen. You find out that it's not you're not passionate about it, it's not your passion. However, please make sure when you do start a business, it's something you actually want to do. Okay, the first thing you should do starting a business, I'm going to look at my list, is a business plan. So I didn't write a formal business plan because my products I make myself. So I still sell my products on Etsy store. That's a great site if you're making handmade products. I recommend it definitely. But I write my own business plan to myself, what my business is. So the background, for example, skincare and hair care products, why I wanted to start the business. I wrote all that to myself. I wrote about how I'm going to go about getting it, and so and so. You can write proper business plans, especially if your business is going to be more commercialized, or there's certain standards or elements you need to the business up, and you're trying to propose it to someone. Definitely write a business plan. If you need any help, there are lots of links that's available on the website. I'm going to actually link some below my description so you're able to see. There are templates that really help you with writing your business plans. There's always things available on Google, don't be surprised. Also, if you're starting a business, a good website is LinkedIn. You can write your profile on there. I'm sure lots of people have it already. They probably don't even realise. I mean, I have one, and I didn't actually realise I had one, and I made one years ago. That's a very good way of people finding you and you connecting with other people that has similar background and experience. That's another effective way. And also, once you've got your name, your business, I would say go for the appropriate steps of registering it once you've established something. So to pick the business is very important. A name, it is important, however, that may change later on. So just pick a name for now, I would say. Don't think about it too much. Beauty by Nature, it's quite catchy. We've heard that before. I added a 94 at the end because that's the year I'm born. So that's just another way of just being creative. It don't need to be something so spectacular, out of this world. A lot of people overthink about what they'll call their business and spend a lot of time wasting time with it. If you think about it, a lot of businesses has the most basic names. A lot of them are named after people. McDonald's, that's named after the creator. Greg's, the bakers. It's very simple. Do you see what I mean? Boots. How simple can you get? Okay. And also think about the cost. Now, this part is really important, I must say. Please be aware when you're starting a business, be prepared that you're going to invest. You're not going to put £1 in and expect miracles to happen. Like, you need to invest, and investing in the business is very important. However, it's important not to over invest. A lot of people waste their time putting a lot of money into something and don't get anything out of it. That is a waste of time. Please make sure that you network with people. It's okay to tell people about your idea. You don't need to go really into depth. And see if there's a target market out there, if there's an interest, if people will buy your goods or your service which you're promoting. See if someone does anything similar, if you might want to team up with them. Don't be, quite selfish. A lot of people I just want to do it myself. There's a lot of people that approach me collaborating. However, I chose not to collaborate them for my own personal reasons. Maybe I didn't think that they have the same values as me. But if there is someone out there who's doing similar thing, and actually has a following, that's a very good way to collaborate, because you'll get yourself out there. And remember, nothing is forever. Unless you signed a contract, you can stop at any time. So don't feel like you're obliged to. But with finances, I must say, I think I started off, when I started making soaps, I probably spent roughly £40 on all the materials and the moulds to make the soaps, and then from that I was selling my soaps like twin packs, so 2 in a pack for £5, and that's how I generated. I started off with soaps and I was making little income, something like this. It's my lavender soaps, just so you can see, and it's got real lavender petals, and this is my packaging. Very simple cellophane with ribbon. I used to have a lot of fancy packaging, but after a while you decide to just cut it down. Like, some things are just really unnecessary. So it definitely costs. I would say start off a business account, make it a different account. If you're a little bit worried about certain things, just make an additional account on your current account. So for example, I have a Barclays account and I have an additional account. I heard Monzo's a really good one as well, and I'm sure there's other banks. However, I just chose to go my current bank because it's just easier for me. I mean, I have the app and I can just go, bounce between 2 accounts, and it's just much easier. So I think that's a good way. And also what I did was I put some money aside. So let's say I start off with £100 and I put it inside a business account as a start off. So I already bought my products, and I'll use that in case I need to top up the products one by one. When you're looking for products as well, it's very important that you don't just buy anything that's out there. Really do your research, because there are some places where the prices are extortionate, let's be real, and there's a lot of places where if you buy things in bulk, it's cheaper. Always explore, don't just narrow your searches. Look, especially if you're selling goods, make sure that you actually look around to see if you can find it cheaper elsewhere. Because there's a lot of well-known sites that do sell products, however it is cheaper in other places. What was important for me was to try to cut down on plastic, so I have glass bottles for most of my products. However, there are times it's going to be a little bit impossible, because the world we live in, and it's like, where are the glass bottles? So there are times you might have to then go, you know what, I have to use a bit of plastic, but just make sure there's a healthy balance as well. So definitely make a bank account, register your business. If you've got products, labels is very important. Now, I found this lady on Instagram, and she does like nail decors, and she was doing like little labels as a little business on the side. And I thought, oh, okay, I need some sticker label for my products. And I messaged her, and then from there, she's been my label lady. I mean, she makes it for me. And it's like, you don't have to go onto these well-known like websites. I mean, it's really good for trust to use those websites. But sometimes, like, people are just out there. She's on Instagram, she was doing her own thing, and I approached her. Don't feel scared to message someone. Always be polite, sign your name off in every message. Tell them why, what you're doing, and so, but just kind of keep it short and be respectful. Don't be quite forceful, and allow people to take their time to reply as well. Also, thinking about how you're going to spread the news of your business. Is it just going to be a word of mouth? Because that's all good to tell your friends, get them to share your pages and so, but don't limit yourself. Social network, even if you're not for it, I must say that's been the biggest help for me. I mean, especially during lockdown, everyone's indoors, everyone's on their socials, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, the list goes on. WhatsApp is also a form of social. And I predominantly use Instagram to upload my content and to show new products. And in the description is the link to my shop. So don't be afraid to use different social networks to inform people and spread the news of your business. That's a very good way to engage. Always be polite. Don't force people to buy things, because honestly, I come across a lot of that. When people are starting off businesses, and I understand it's quite frustrating when you started off something and no one's actually purchasing anything from you. But please do not be forceful. Just send them a quick message saying, for example, hi, my name is T. I make natural and organic skincare and hair care products. I'll be appreciative if you was to have a look at my shop, and I'll put my link down below, and I say thank you very much in advance. Now, there's some people that's going to ignore it, don't get me wrong. Some people might give it a little like, and some people are actually going to look, because there's always going to be someone that is interested regardless, so they'll have a look on your link. Even if they're not the one to buy it, I'm sure that they will remember it next time when someone asks, and they're like, actually, there was this girl that DM'd me called T, and she does skincare and hair care products, and that is the way that you make your business. Now, if you have a black-owned business, there are lots of groups on Facebook, which is really good. There's Black-owned economy, support black businesses. There's quite a few of them that would help you promote your product. So you just write it down. You write what you do. You put your description, your link to your website in it, and you put hashtag your pages or so. Or hashtag, sale, if there is one. And people will actually keep looking at it. And it's not just black people, don't get me wrong. It's just a way of helping us spread because of the narratives with us. And I'll get to that on another video. So definitely write a business plan. Be passionate about your business. Set up a business account. Set aside some money for it. Use social networks to spread the news about your business. And also, the final thing is being consistent. It takes time, don't get me wrong. You might be thinking, oh my god, I set up this business, I put like £100 in it, and I have nothing, like just literally nothing. What's going to happen? Things take time, you're not going to get sales overnight, but the more you're consistent, the more you spread the word of the business. Make business cards. That's a very important thing. Once you make your business cards, you can send it out to people, put it in their letterbox, you can put it in within the goods, and just spread the name. Have a little bit of sales. Don't put too much sales, I must say, because some people take advantage of it, because a lot of people like a bargain. Also, be wary for those who try to come up with their own price. So you have a product and then they say, oh, can I have it for £4 instead, or can I have it for free if it's your friends? Don't do that, please. Ignore those people. If it's your friend and you're starting off, for example, clothing line, then you might want to ask them for favours to model the clothing and then they keep it or so, or you might give people a sample, but do not give them the full product. Do not slash your prices for anyone. There are lots of people that just want free bargain, or they feel like they're entitled to things. Don't do it, because that's not how business is. And I used to have a business doing massages, and I stopped that, not for those reasons, for other reasons before the lockdown. However, I found that a lot of people wanted to make their own prices, and we're not doing that. No. That is not professional. Always be professional, and when replying to messages, even if it's silly, always sign your name and be respectful, because at the end of the day, that's your reputation on hand. Be prepared that not all reviews are going to be positive. On my website so far, they were quite really positive, which is really good. However, whenever I get a review on my Etsy site, my heart sinks, because I'm like, oh my god, I don't want anyone to rate it bad. And it's very important that you accept constructive criticism, especially if someone purchases something and they give you feedback and they said, well, actually, I would appreciate if so-and-so. Just take it on board. If it's something silly, then just say, well, thank you for the feedback, we work hard on improvement, and just leave it like that. Don't take it too hard, because there's some silly things like, oh, the hair oil is too oily. I had that before, but I'm thinking, well, it's oil, so what do you expect? Most people know that if you use an oil, you cover your hair at night with a do-rag, a satin bonnet. I have bonnets in my shops, by the way, so in my description box below, there'll be the link to my hair bonnets if you'd like to purchase those, and other products. Just putting that out there. So just be wary of that. I would say don't be afraid to put yourself out there. I used to be quite shy, didn't say anything to any of my work colleagues, but those are the people that are mostly interested as well. Don't be scared to put yourself out there. Now, recently I've made YouTube. Now, this has took a while, because it's something I really wanted to do. However, I was like, you know what, everyone's just on it. Why am I going to do it? Everyone does it now. And I'm one of those people that when a lot of people is on a trend, I don't bother with it, because I'm not a follower at all. However, I thought this would benefit my business. I actually like doing it now. Obviously, I'm starting off. I don't have like 1,000 subscribers plus. I have like 50 something, or 50 even. But it's very important to just, be comfortable. As I'm talking to you now, I wasn't like this in my first video. I'm actually comfortable on YouTube and I enjoy it. So don't think of everything has to be made. You have to make a profit in everything. Do you see what I mean? Also, taking pictures. Invest in a good camera. A lot of phones have a good camera. The one I'm using to record this video has a good camera. But invest in a camera to take good pictures of your products if you're selling products. What I would recommend is, if you don't have all the gear and you don't have the money, put it against a white wall. Put the products against a white wall. Use a white sheet of paper. Be creative. Put a light flashing towards it. Create a shadow. There are so many things you can do. Also the logo. Now, there's so many people that make logos out here. Well, be careful. There's a lot of fraudsters that make logos and say, oh, we'll design it. If you write in, if you've got a Twitter account and you write a post saying who makes logos, you see about 50 people pop up. In those 50 people, you're not sure who, if they're all real. Like, you need to be careful. So please, when you're doing logos and so, try to find someone has used their service before. And that goes with everything, just to be on the safe side, because you don't want to waste your money. A lot of people spend like £80 on logo. Now, my first logo was actually, I was doing care products separate, so it was just like a generic kind of like afro for like a lady, and the beard oil was just like a generic face and so and so. However, I thought I just wanted a brand. So what I did is I drew out my sketch and I created a logo. It wasn't perfect at all. I was getting some people to do my logo, but the prices was just a bit ridiculous, and I thought, well, what's the point? And I kind of just made it myself, I'm not going to lie. And then one of my friends, I asked them if they can remove something from my logo, like it just looked a bit weird, and if they can merge it, and they did it for me. And thank you very much, by the way. Thank you, Dre, for doing that for me. But yeah, it's very important to, you know, use people around you, utilize the resources you've got. Don't be scared to ask for help, and don't be put off because a lot of people are not supportive. Let's be real. When I started my business, a lot of my friends kind of looked down, especially because I was doing soaps. They're like, well, I could go to Poundland and get a pack of 4 soaps for £1. Yes, but is your soaps natural? Is it organic? Is it free from chemicals? Is it animal cruelty free? You know, little things like that. So don't be put off by people's comments. And now I look back and just could laugh at it, but at the same time, it is constructive criticism to think about, okay, well, what will my prices be? And, you know, further on, when your business does develop, you can increase your prices, but please remember to be loyal to customers. Myself, I don't like it when prices go up, so try to do it like in little ways and have a reason behind it. For example, if you're doing products and everything costs a little bit more, because prices are always going up, we're out of the EU, or we can't find it anymore, then it's okay to increase. If it's cost a little bit more for postage and packaging, increase it by £1 or so. But please don't rip off people. Don't give people a separate price either. If something costs $8.99, don't tell one person it's $8.99 and the other person £5. It doesn't work like that. The same price all the way through, unless it's a sale, please, because it's really important that you are loyal to your customers, and they will find out if you're giving other people things and a discount and not, you know, and not share it for all, unless it's a promotion. That's different. But please make sure that you are loyal to your customers. Now, this is part 1 of how to start a business, how I started my business video. What I would like you to do is, if you've got any questions, feel free to ask me. Comment down below. If you're on my Instagram, at beautybynature94, so that's at beautybynature94, please make sure that you send me questions in. Feel free to DM me if you want any questions about business or anything. Feel free to ask me, because I'm here. I'm happy to help. I'm not one of those people that has something and I'm holding on to it, like I don't want anyone else to find out. Like, I'm here to help, and this is why I've done this video. So thank you very much. Please like, comment and subscribe to my videos. In my link below, in my description box, there'll be links to templates in writing the business. There'll be links to my bonnets, links to my natural and hair care website, also my Instagram page, my personal page, where I just post pictures of myself, because why not? So I hope you really enjoyed the video, and look out for part 2. Thank you. Bye.